Today is a a candid talk, and today I'm set to talk about success can happen as fast as you want it to happen. So I'm going to start off by just saying why this is the topic for this week. It's because uh, I tend to make these topics about what I have, some insight that I've had throughout the week, something that's stuck out to me, and as I'm going through the week, I have to. When something strikes me, I have to write it down because I have so many ideas, and then there's the thing that will strike me as, okay, this is what I want to dig deeper into, or I've had this enlightening moment this week. Let me spill this out. Let me spill my brains out uh, on this Friday about this topic. It's like I think that's what people really do on podcasts. They uh they just spill their these messages go. Yeah, they just spill their thoughts, and it doesn't have to be a an organized series or an organized talk or chat. It's just really um, them and their thoughts and putting it out there just to uh, air it out. See if there are others out there that think or have the same thoughts. And 75%. Okay, all right. I'm just 71%. Stop hating. Okay. All right. No, I'm just uh I'm just looking at some statistics here. I've had a this week has been interesting week. Seen a lot of progress going, and excuse me. And when I think about this week, I've been thinking about momentum. I've been thinking about when you're in motion and how much easier it is to get results when you are already in a forward momentum, and it's much easier to to see results, keep going, and build on what you're already doing when you have momentum. Momentum keeping you moving forward, momentum of and not having to start from a from a stop. Not starting from a position of being stopped, but when you already have momentum, um, it's so much easier to continue. And you think about this in a lot of different areas. If you're
Simulation is one day possible.
okay,
There's
sorry
no
about that.
proof.
If you're already, let's say for instance, you're already in a workout routine and you're already going to work out consistently. Let's say you had this idea to start working out, and then you started it. So you go one day. Um, then after that first day, you might feel you still kind of have to remind yourself to go again the second time. The second time you still go, but a it's still not a routine. It's still not something that are are you don't have you don't have a serious track record of doing it. So you wake up one day, and then you go work out, and then you come back, and then the next day you wake up, you you do it 2 days consistently. Now then 2 days consistently, when you can do 2 days in a row, then you it gives you a sense of, okay, I am going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then you do 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, then you really feel inside that you're getting some consistency going. And this is just 3 days. This is only 3 days in a row. And then let's say you're going along, and then you skip the fourth day. You skip the fourth day. And then you want to come back on the fifth day. It's almost like starting back on day one, because you built up these 3 days of consistency and started to feel better. So even just the 3 days of doing it, it was momentum. And when you continue that momentum, it's just a lot easier for you to continue moving forward. So I was experiencing that this week, and that's why the topic of today is to that success happens as easy or as fast as you want it. Because if there's some things that if you can control, and if you can actually, so here's how you can control how fast success happens. So if there's a decision to make, and in order to become successful, let's say it, okay, you can do things, you can have things, and you can become a person. And I was talking with someone the other day, and we were talking about how it took them they were struggling in they were a network marketer, and they struggled for 2 years. And it was a 2-year struggle before, no, yeah, it was a 2-year struggle before they were ever able to get anyone to sign up with their opportunity. But they went out every day, every week, and they were doing all of the things that they were supposed to do. They were talking to people, and this was years back when people really approached people in the malls and in real life, and they sat down at dinner tables, and they had these goals they would meet, and the goal was to talk to so many people per day. So this person was doing all those things, and not a one person signed up with them until 2 years they had been doing all these things.
Are you enjoying this video? Now's the time to smash that heart button and hit the subscribe. What are you waiting for? You'll be glad you did. Now back to the video.
After they made this one sale, or they got this one person to sign up, which was a doctor, then all of a sudden they became the top salesperson, and they went on from there. And when we were talking, they said, well, I was doing all the things, but it wasn't until I became the person I needed to become that I really started to see success. And it really stuck with me, because you can do the things, you can do the things, the strategies, the tactics. You can go out there every day and put in the work, do the things, and not see results. It's the person that you have to become in order to start seeing success. To start seeing success, it takes becoming the person, and not changing who you are, but becoming a confident person. And that all has to do with, there's 3 decisions that will control how you feel and who you become. That's what you focus on, what those things mean to you, and what you do to create the success that you want. So what you focus on is number one, what you focus on. And what it means to you, and then what you do to create the results. In this same conversation, I was talking with this a good friend, and he talked about how he went out there and he can remember the very first time that someone said no to him, and it almost made him cry. I say him, but it almost made them cry. But that situation did not deter him, and he continued to go out and do the things until he became a person. So the you can do do the tactics, but until you become the person that you're supposed to become, you will do things and you'll still be the same person. You'll still be a person that doesn't feel they deserve uh, to be in that position. It's it's in going through those things and doing those things that you become this person. And would it take 2 years? Well, it took this friend of mine 2 years before he became the person he needed to become. I, I've I've heard of other people take them longer. I've heard of people struggling in the industry for years, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And I say that you can have success. You can have success as fast as you want. I say that you can have it as fast as you want. And I say that you don't have to struggle for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. I think that. So what do you say? What do you say, Mark? What are you saying? Who are you? Why do you think this? Well, there there are people, when you look at the majority of people that will uh, do a task, or they will the majority of people that are in this online marketing world. Let's say you want to become an influencer, you want to become a person of authority. And I know that in this field, um, most people that want to become an influencer, they will, excuse me, they will uh, they will do, let's say, they will schedule themselves to do a webinar, a 30-minute speech, or a 30-minute talk, and they'll plan to do once a week. And I think this has been the normal uh, path to becoming an influencer. And I remember hearing people say that if you publish for 365 days consecutively, then in 1 year you will be a change. You'll change your life for the rest of your life, every day for 365 days. So that's once a day. Now, if you want to have success and you can do the normal, then rather than once a day, schedule yourself to speak 3 times a day to anyone who will listen, even if it's practice. Rather than once a day, book yourself to speak 3 times a day to anyone who will listen. And when you book yourself to speak, you'll give yourself 10 months of experience, or you'll give yourself 3 weeks of experience in one day. And if while others in the online world or influencers would have 48, well, that would be 52 if they do it every week. They would have 52 webinars or presentations that they've done in a year. You do a similar number in 2 weeks, and that's what that's that means that within a month I'll have 2 years of experience, and within a year I'll have a decade worth of growth. Mastery takes as long as you want it to take. And you can have it faster than 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. And so myself as an example, I I have developed two, not just one. While the typical person will do, okay, let's say they'll schedule themselves to do one webinar, one presentation, one 30-minute speech uh, per week. Within this year, I have I've scheduled 5-day challenges, and I have a 5-day challenge called the Make More Money Marketing Challenge. It's a 5-day challenge where each day I speak on a different topic, and this is 5 days live that I'm speaking and practicing. And each day is a completely different presentation. It's a completely different 30 to 50-minute presentation. I run this challenge once a month, 5 days live inside of a private Facebook group. I've also developed another 5-day challenge. It's called the Digital Marketing Mastery Challenge. This is a 5-day challenge. Each day I go live inside the group for 30 to 50 minutes, and each day on a similar topic. These two challenges, I run them both once a month, usually 2 weeks apart. 2 weeks apart, I am running these. So within each month, I have 10 web 10 presentations that I'm presenting. That's 10. That is typically the amount that someone would do over a 10-month period. And I'm getting that same experience. I'm getting a decade of 10 months worth of growth in 1 month. But that's not all. I also do this 30-minute speech every Friday inside the group. Every Friday. So that makes 4 more times in the month. So that's at least 14 speaking opportunities. And I like to keep these talks at about 20 to 30 minutes. And seems like it comes so fast too. It comes about 20 to 30 minutes. I also I also publish 3 to 4 videos on my YouTube channel each week, and I'm doing this consistently now, consistently for months. So you can add, you can add, and that's the long form content. Those presentations, I try to keep those at minimum. With YouTube videos, I'm trying to keep those under 10 minutes. Sometimes they do go over, anywhere from 17 to 20 minutes. So I would probably say at least 20 minutes per week of recorded. So we're now at 5, 10, 15, about 20 presentations, and then I consistently every day I publish written content, and these are just my short form content, in motivation, and then I will do short form shorts on YouTube, and these are just the short form content that I produce. And as you can see, when others in the world would only have maybe 52 presentations.
Hey, are you enjoying this video? Well, now's the time to smash that heart button and hit the subscribe. Well, what are you waiting for? You'll be glad you did. Now back to the video.
In a full year, I get a similar number in just 2 weeks. And then within a month, I've already gained 2 years of experience to the becoming the presenter that I need to becoming the persuasive, the attractive character, learning and practicing, uh, and just learning all the nuances, learning how to speak, and having conversations and being able to converse and understanding not to sell the uh, products but sell the transformation, and ingraining all of these things into my head so that actually I actually absorb them and they come out of me naturally. And when someone says you do this so naturally, and I'll say that yes, it naturally came after doing it for hundreds of times. It's naturally coming after doing it n- thousands of times. Thousands of times is what I want to have on my belt. And after thousands of times, then I want tens of thousands of times. Then I want it to be hundreds of thousands of times. And that's when you can become that mastery. And it takes as long as you want it to take. If you want it to take the normal 3 year time, 4 year time, then you'll do what it takes to do the 3 year, 4 year time frame. And that is once a week or once every 2 weeks. If you want it faster, then within a year, get a decade's worth of growth. Within a month, get a year's worth of growth. And practice, to anyone that will listen, practice more, practice more, practice more. That's how you become the mastery. All right, all right, all right, all right. That's it. Thank you so much for showing up for this live today. The live talk today was success can happen as fast as you want it. Thank you for listening in today, because I know that there are a lot of other live videos, live audios, or webinars and presentations, or just a lot out there that you could be listening to and that you could be spending your time. And you took the time out to dive into my live audio today. And thank you very much.
If you're just starting out online, you're probably studying a lot. That's great. You're probably geeking out on all the strategies also, right? Well, that's also great. But the hardest part is figuring out how to communicate in a way that makes someone want to buy from you and how you should sell to them, right? Well, that's also what I struggled with for a while until I found the formula. So I created this free 5-day challenge called the Make More Money Marketing Challenge to get you on track with your marketing and, more importantly, the right sales scripts and processes to get it off the ground and getting people to take you up on your products, services, and your opportunities. You want to come? Well, there's small groups on purpose so I can answer your direct questions for 5 straight days. You can hold your spot by going to www.thementalmarketer.com/4M challenge sign up. Again, that's thementalmarketer.com/4M challenge sign up. Check the site for dates and times. I'll see you on the inside.